Welcome in, Brawl Stars fans. This is Brawl Center, the show that is a one-stop shop for all the news that you need in the Brawl esports scene. I'm, of course, your host, Kenny, and on this week's episode, we're going to be breaking down the newest and most shocking rosters that have yet to be formed in Brawl Stars Esports. Be sure to watch and see the newest super team forming in East Asia, the free agent madness going down in EMEA, and what possibly could be the best team being formed in the LATAM South region for 2023. Thanks for watching. Now let's get into the news. One of the most interesting storylines this week has emerged in the EMEA region. For a while now, we've talked about Tribe Gaming EU likely no longer playing, as at least the group of three they had in 2022, but another team likely to join them too. Drage, a former Tribe Gaming EU player, has possibly formed a new roster. Drage has been teaming up with Semantic, a former Tribe Gaming member in 2020 before Drage's arrival, and most notably and recently an MSI runner-up with SK Gaming. Their third player is OPE, a strong player in the region who most notably this year played for OGS and FA Baguette. Of course, Semantic announced his free agency alongside the other SK Gaming guys a couple weeks ago, but it looks like rather than re-sign with those three or join them as a roster, he's going his separate ways. I confirmed this rumor today and watched several sets of them playing against Team Queso. They had a full scrim earlier, a world finalist team, of course, and a top 8 finisher in 2022 for Team Queso. This clearly shows that they mean business and are at least testing the waters. According to their Twitter, they have not openly announced that they are playing together yet or have any indication of signing with an org at this time. However, I speculate a couple organizations that are already in the Brawl scene could be interested in them, and also there may be a new organization all entirely that could sign these guys for the 2023 season. This is something we will absolutely monitor, and even if these three guys don't end up playing together, I think there's good odds of it at this point given the free agency season where all these players are ending up. But nonetheless, all three strong players and some guys we will absolutely keep our eyes on in future weeks. Howdy crew, before we jump into our top news story of the night, I would like to take a second and ask you all to subscribe to the channel and like this video. It's super easy and it is the best way to help the channel grow. Thanks. Now let's get back into some roster mania. Our top story brings us to East Asia, where the newest super team has seemingly formed in Brawl Stars. The champion and runner-up teams from last year, Zeta Division 0 and Zeta Division 1, officially broke up last week after the announcement that Tensai, Moyagoku, and Satampo, the former Zeta Division 0 player and the former Zeta Division 1 players respectively, elected to join together for 2023, looking for organizational representation and announcing this on their social medias. The Snapdragon Pro Series, one of the largest tournaments and LAN events in Brawl Stars, are currently having their cup season for this region, and while this roster, as no surprise, is in first place at the moment, the second place team is also looking very strong. The remaining three players previously on Zeta Division 0 and Zeta Division 1, Achape, two-time world champion, Kuru, and Kenji, are all playing together in the cup season. They have not announced that they have officially rostered together for 2023, but have been playing 3 tournaments now together, and their roster definitely has the potential to go on to something like a world finals. This was one of the most commonly asked questions in my video last week. Had to make sure we got that in there today, so after a little sleuthing, it seems these guys have already played 3 tournaments together and looking likely to play with each other in 2023. Finally, for our last piece of news for the night, it's going to be LATAM South, who just got a little bit scarier with this team officially signing together for 2023. After news last week, I predicted that AQM 2022 and CMG 2022's rosters would no longer be playing together, and that is officially true as of today. While I speculated about this roster last week as well, Motep, Firecrow, and Pekka have officially announced that they will be playing together for 2023. They currently play under the name CMG Esports for the Queso Cup LATAM South Edition, but they have not officially been signed to an org for 2023. CMG Esports has the intention of signing another team with their already acclaimed NA roster. However, according to BSC rules, if they stand from last year going into 2023, they can only have up to 2 rosters in the BSC. They already have a CMG EU team, a CMG Brazil team from last year, so one of those at a minimum is going to have to go, assuming they don't sign a different group of players. For more information on that NA roster, be sure to watch a previous video of mine that'll have linked down below, but this is going to be a scary team for 2023 and absolutely one we're going to want to watch. Thank you all for watching. I'd appreciate it if you subscribed, liked the video, and especially comment down below what you think about this style of video. It would really mean a lot to me as I tried something a little different and took on that more sports center-y type approach. Additionally, subscribe so you can see more details about STMN Tribe for a couple NA teams, for example, that I cast weekly on the Queso Cup. I'm also doing some shorts for YouTube as well that are highlights, some of the best moments in Brawl Esports that I cast, so you're definitely not going to want to miss those. Definitely ring those bells to stay up to date on all the things that I I do. Thank you all for the major support in 2022. 2023 is going to be a significantly better year for this channel. I'm going to be way more consistent, and I'm really getting on my grind for making thumbnails, recording, all of that jazz, so that I can go with my biggest goal of making Brawl Esports fun. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you all being along for the ride. Peace.